You're on.
We'd like to give all praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Makar Kodash.
Double honors to our apostles, our bishops, and the honors to Oxen that's always pushing the truth out and telling you week in and week out. All right? So, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, his schemes to bring about his new world order. His using his puppet leaders once again to seduce our people. All right, giving them hope. The only hope you're supposed to have is the Most High and Son Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, you know what? Just getting on my mind. I'm sorry.
Nah, you got it.
The brother just mentioned puppet leaders. You gotta ask yourself right now, who's running the country? Who's running the country right now, right? I mean, like, Biden is no show, right? He's not right in the head, right? So they said, look, he's not a go. And then Kamala Harris is clearly incompetent. So you have to, like, don't the American people should ask, so who's really running our country right now? We never start to ask that.
It's the international bankers, the elites, that's controlling everything. Because you got to go back to what this guy, what's his name again? John D. Rockefeller said, presidents are not elected, they are selected.
Yeah.
So when you understand that these presidents are not elected, they're selected by a small group of people, which are the international bankers, then you know that everybody that's because the kings of the earth are the international bankers, and their subjects are ruling according to what they want to be done. Like the prime ministers, the chancellors, the presidents, the dictators, they all take orders from the international bankers, and they all have in their country a central bank system. But you have certain countries that don't have a central bank system that the international bankers have a problem with, like Iran and Russia. They don't have a central bank system.
Yeah, can I say something too? Mr. Lambert, of what you're saying? The United States, you have a difference between a direct democracy and a representative democracy, okay? And so in the United States, you have something called the Electoral College, right? So the people from the states will say, look, I cast my vote for such and such, and then the Electoral College will say, okay, you're going to go with such and such. But you can win the popular vote, but that doesn't mean you'll get the electoral vote, right? So that right there lets you know that the people ultimately doesn't have the final say, right? Now, you have something called the donor class, right? The donor class, meaning a lot of these politicians, they come in 200K, 300K, but they need millionaires, multi-millionaires. How is that? Because you have the donor class, the oil tycoons, the war tycoons. Okay, you want to fund your campaign? I need such and such bill passed. Okay, if you don't get such and such bill passed, guess what? I'm going with the other guy. And that's how...
Lobbyists, right?
Lobbyists, exactly. And that's good.
Yeah.
Because you had the Koch brothers.
Yeah.
The Koch brothers, all right? That's how come sometimes you're like, why the fuck are these politicians doing such things that fuck over the people so much? Well, guess what? The donor class has vested interest in themselves. So if they want such and such bill passed, they don't give a fuck about the average peon. Okay? That's how come if you notice, Trump is getting a bunch of support, but one thing he won't do is he won't go against the state of Israel. He's still a Zionist. You gotta be a Zionist to be an electoral. If you're not backing the so-called Jew over there, in somewhere, some form, you ain't gonna go
You're
too
not
far.
gonna go far.
Because
and I'm glad he mentioned the Koch brothers, because a lot of Jakes died from their factories in certain states, man. Look at I saw it, but I don't have it. I saw it. I used to be in this part of this community thing called React, and we watched a video. It's called Company Town, and a lot of Jakes died because of the Koch brothers, man, with their factories. All right.
also, what I want to bring out is the reason why Donald Trump is wholeheartedly supporting the Zionist regime, because guess what? Who's in control of the international banking system? Who bailed them out?
Wilbur Ross.
It's the Rothschilds, man.
Wilbur Ross, 1988. Was it 88? It was in the 80s.
Yeah, they got bailed out.
When the casinos was going under in the 80s, Wilbur Ross,
which is the international banker, a Rothschild stooge that works for the Rothschilds, bailed them out.
And now guess what? Wilbur Ross, decades later, when Trump became president, became a part of his cabinet.
Of course.
So that right there lets you know. Like, look, we need our agents on each side. Now I want to say something too. These elites, all right? They want certain things, but sometimes they do fight over how things are gonna get done.
Yep.
So think about it like more of like Game of Thrones, where everybody wants to sit on the Iron Throne, but you have different families making deals, cutting deals, shit like that. That's how it's a bit more accurate of how things go down. It's not like they get in a group, big group, and said, okay, you're gonna be the president now. You're gonna. It's not so cut and dry. You know, if it was, then why would we spend billions campaigning? So they do have, you know, like, no, I want Hillary, and no, I want Trump, no, I want this person, I want that person.
But ultimately, it's all a presidential reality show because the international banker, at the end of the day, know who's going to be running the show because guess what? They taking orders from the international bankers. You got to pose this question. Trump is so wholeheartedly backing the Israeli government, but who's running the whole outfit? The whole world? Who's the kings of the earth right now? Starting with the Rothschilds, the war, the Amalek, which is the so-called Jew. So that's why he's not going to go against what the policies of Benjamin Netanyahu and all the rest of that shit that's going on over there in the Middle East.
They can't go against the state of Israel. The United States is allied to the state of Israel. If you try to do, I'll give you an example. If you try to go on script, you're gonna end up like Bill Clinton.
Yep.
That's right.
Bill Clinton. Think about the name of the person that gave him head. Monica Lewinsky. I guess where she's from. Lewinsky.
She's a small hat.
Right, and as soon as that happened, guess what? The United States bombed Iran. Because if you're not moving according to how they want you to move, you see at that level, you don't rob people with money. They all got money. You honey trap them. All right, you put them in compromised position and say, look, if you don't do this, guess what? Your reputation is tarnished. And character assassination is far more what they would rather than just actually kill you.
And they don't kill sovereigns. They kill the second czar.
Let me bring this out.
Got it.
Let me bring on the scripture there. This is Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The power of the wicked. The earth. Money, people, resources, air, all of that. The so-called white man is running it. Airspace, everything. The so-called white man was given that power by the Most High, temporarily. Got it?
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces. He changed the images of the Lord's people, the image of the Most High Son, who is the Most High Yahweh, who is his son Yahweh Shai. We got to mention those names. Someone that don't know, or whoever is intimidated or ashamed of those names, we're going to promote those names.
If not, where and who is he?
If it's not the so-called white man that's running the world and then do that, then who did it? Did we do it? Who did it? Are we the wicked? Then why are we not running shit? if I was the wicked, I wouldn't be living in where I'm living.
I got a picture to back the preacher man up. This is Malachi chapter 1 verse. I'm gonna start at 1. The burden of the word of the Lord Yahweh to Israel by Malachi.
Burden.
I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
The Lord loved us, but 2/3 of our people question the Most High and say, or the Lord and say, how you loved us? But the Most High said, I loved you, meaning you of all the families of the earth. All right?
It says, whereas it says, I'm gonna read it from the second verse again. I have loved you. This is Malachi chapter 1 verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
That's right. Esau is Jacob's brother. Esau represents the nation of the Caucasians. All right, and Jacob represents the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
It says, saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. Because Esau, so into 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, the 7th verse onto the 9th verse, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is that which followeth. Yeah. So it says, I love Jacob, and I hated Esau.
And he hated Esau, so the Lord's hate. The Lord hate the whole nation of Esau, man.
Edom.
Oh, Edom, yeah.
It says, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste with the dragons of the wilderness.
And he did that. And it's going to happen again.
But you got these wacky-tacky Christians, they would say that was just Esau that the Most High hated. But no, No. It goes deeper than that.
Isn't that what Assad is talking about now?
That the Most High that's hating Esau.
And the other nations can make it.
And the nations can make it. But
he said the other nations are like spit. Would you call someone you love spit unto like spit? Someone you care about, you ain't gonna say you on like spit.
Or less than nothing.
Or less than nothing. Or a drop from a vessel.
See, it tells you that the Lord hated Esau, and in this wilderness, his habitation at the wilderness, for the dragons of the wilderness. You know what I mean? Meaning he gonna destroy Esau's kingdom. So it says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains, his government. His mountains represents governments, and his heritage waste. For the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4, here's the point. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, then the time of the Byzantine Empire, then the time when Jake was ruling for 1,000 years plus years.
Every time they fall, they say we're going to rise back like the phoenix bird. You got it?
It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. That word host means armies. It says, they shall build, but I will throw down.
The Lord going to throw down their kingdom, man, when he returns. In the midst of World War III.
It says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Border of wickedness. You have a border. So his wickedness is spread throughout the four corners of the earth. North, east, west, south, man.
Going back to Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked.
Everywhere, yeah. He says, nowhere on the earth he's not there.
It says, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation, righteous anger.
Righteous anger forever. So he has a perpetual, eternal hatred for Esau, man. Because Esau is the wicked.
This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. If those imposters over there in the land of Israel, if they're the Lord's people, then the whole earth will be at peace right now. There'll be no more wars. None of this madness going on. Everyone will be in order. All the nations, women, it will be complete order. They're not the righteous. They're the liars, man. So read the next one.
It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
The people are mourning. The richest the wicked, they're bearing rule right now. Those banking families on down to the law of them. Because they could eliminate world hunger right now. To where everyone could earn wages, earn their money, or could acquire substance, whatever skill they have, whether you're a carpentry or carpenter or whatever. And then set the pace back how things were before. Like you a smith, you continue being a smith. You know, whether you deal with cattle, you continue to deal with cattle. All right, you do roofs, you continue doing roofs. Those. But he metropolized everything and got this shit going on. That's why everybody is messed up right now, man.
I got a piece of the back. The piece of Monica says, this is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 28. When the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase.
The righteous increase when the wicked perish, man. Look what happened with Alexander for generals. Ptolemy, Bartimaeus, Cassander, and Seleucus. After Alexander, man, the wicked with Alexander and them, wickedness increased, man. All right, it increased throughout the earth, and it's been multiplying like damn accrued interest ever since, man. That shit just been going on and on, man. All right? Because it's been unchecked. The Lord checks things, but he letting them rule for a temporary, short period of time, man.
It's prophecy.
Yeah, it's
Right now, it's, during the time of Esau's leadership, but when you read 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, 7th verse 1 down to 9, it says, look, after that, Jacob's going to rule. You know what I'm saying? So he has to go through what he's doing. And, know, we all moving at the beat of the Most High. So I got something. This is 2nd Ezra 4 and 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times.
So the Most High, he measured everything. He knows the time Esau's bounds that he cannot surpass. The height of his power, the end of his time, the end of his age of rulership. Because the Most High stands outside of time.
Right. It says, and he does not move nor stir them until said measure is fulfilled. Fulfilled.
So he has a set time. He has a set timer for when their time is up. And once he has that preset, it's nothing that stops it. That's it. It's set in stone.
This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers. Who are the watchers? The angels.
Yep.
You know? It says, and by the demand of the Holy Ones. It says, let me read it again. This matter is by the decree of the watchers.
The Lord of watchers.
And the demand by the word of the Holy Ones. To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So he guides the pieces, just like a person's playing chess or whatever. That's how the Most High is moving the pieces, man. And he don't gotta lift a hand. He just send a signal in their spirit, and that's it.
That's right. He's the Father of spirit.
Yes. The Most High gave Yahushua the blueprint to set the planets and everything where it's supposed to be. So the earth don't collide with the moon and the sun don't burn out and this and that. That's how he set that in motion. He ruled in the kingdom of men just like that.
It says, and give it to whomsoever he will.
And he set it rulership. Whoever he said, and set up whoever he want in a high position, whoever he pleased to do. So the promotion comes from the Most High.
It said, and set up over it the basis of men. The lowest of the lowest.
The lowest of the lowest is Esau, man. There ain't no lower than Esau, no lowest. And he's ruling around, and he's running around like he's the most righteous, most proper manners, etiquette. You know? And they the most filthiest people you can imagine, man. The things that they do.
I don't even put the motherfuckers on my dogs.
Nah, man, they do strange things to animals, man. Marry them, sexually things, man. Yeah. Torture. Don't forget that either, man. It's just, they cruel, man.
I got something. This is Romans 9 and 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
The Lord raised up Pharaoh, man. That's Ramses, right? All right, but the Lord raised up Pharaoh. All right, he put him in his position.
Go for any Pharaoh, any king, any judge. Most I put him on. It says that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
So he's gonna set you up and then destroy you, so the world will know who did this, right. Who destroyed Pharaoh. So the world will be in fear. To make an example.
The so-called white man's accomplished a lot in terms of like technology where it's at now. I'm subscribed to military updates and defense updates, and some of the shit they got, man, it really is like, damn, like the Lord is open up the mind. That's what I was gonna say the Lord opened up the minds of the Smith, man, because some of these new fighter jets, bro, and this is just something that relates to the public. Some of the shit they're capable of, you know, like I'll give you an example, the B-2 bomber carries around 40 tons of TNT. I'm like, damn, how the fuck does an aircraft carry 40 tons of?
And the B-2 bomber was created and manufactured in the 40s.
What is it?
World War II.
Yeah.
But it's also been enhanced. B-2 bomber. That's why they still
can be in air forever.
Yeah.
Keep refueling it.
Yeah. Yep. Then you got these aircrafts that, you know, they specialize in refueling fighter jets in the air. Their main purpose, their main goal is to carry a bunch of fuel, and a fighter jet go under them, and they get this little shit out, these little holes, and go to the ship and refuel the fighter jet in midair. but they ain't gotta stop and go to no aircraft carrier.
That's like heightening your logistics.
You got F-22 Raptors.
You got F-35s, and they say they're shitty, but you got some they are fully equipped with the latest technology, and they nuclear capable. They are nuclear capable of carrying warheads, multiple warheads. You know.
And then this is what they call fifth fighter jet.
15 generation fighter.
F-22, something like that. The F-35. One's a bomber, one's a fighter. F-35, they're bombers. But the F-22 was designed for like combat and shit, really for stealth. They had like simulations where like they had like I think the F-18s, which is a former generation fighter jet. 5 of them ships were taking on one F-22 Raptors in like simulated combat. Took them out easy.
Yep.
So,
they're stealth. But
you
now
can't see them on the radar.
you got these missiles that has been created by Russia and China that they are supersonic and they cannot be detected through radar. They put out some smoke that will block out them being detected on radar, and they come in within 20 seconds, 15-20 seconds, probably a half an hour, a half a minute, 30 seconds, and they destroy their targets, man, without being detected. You have no time to prepare for incoming hypersonic, say, nuclear missiles.
That's why the miracles in Revelation is their technology, man. They got some things to where they got stuff that we know what they have, but the public can look at us like we're loonies.
Yeah, they got that gun that fires 1 million rounds per second. See that shit?
Yeah, I see that shit, yeah.
Makes sense.
Damn.
You got
million rounds per second?
I think it's 1 million.
Yeah. I seen that video.
Crazy.
Bro. Yeah, 1 million rounds per second, bro.
That's
So this is the Book of Kings, chapter.
I'm sorry, not
First
per
Kings.
second, per minute.
First Kings, chapter 22, verse. I'm gonna go to
It's called Metal
19.
Storm. Metal Storm.
Metal Storm?
Metal Storm.
because the Lord can put you in the trick bag.
Now that turns somebody into jelly.
like a cross. Wait,
I seen that video, bro.
Might not be able to see. That's all that shit is. Because my phone is on blue. I got a blue light filter.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
1 million rounds per minute, bro.
I seen that video before, bro.
And they shaped it like a cross.
What's that for?
Wow.
That's for the hit.
It's shaped like a cross.
I don't know what the fuck it's for.
Hey,
man. I know it's 1 million rounds.
this
per
right
minute.
here is,
There's no mechanical moving parts in it.
It's how the Most High put these kings of the earth in the trick bag. And the Most High works in their minds, whereas they're not controlling themselves. The ultimate puppet master is Yahweh, by Yahweh Shah. So here it is right here. I got two precepts to bring out. This is 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19. And it reads, it's during the time of King Ahab, a wicked-ass Israelite king, and his wicked-ass wife, Jezebel. It says, and he said, hear now. And he said, hear thou therefore the words of the Lord Yahweh. I saw, this is Isaiah speaking, I saw the Lord Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on the right hand and on the left. The righteous angels on the right hand side, and the wicked demonic angels on the left hand side. They both work for the Most High Yahweh, by Yahweh Shah. They're not going to transgress his laws. They're going to appease the wrath of the Lord that made them. Going back to the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There'll be spirits created for vengeance. And these spirits on the left hand side created for vengeance. And it says, and the Lord Yahweh said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? The Lord was determined to destroy Ahab for his wickedness.
And the Lord was talking amongst the angels.
Yep, on the right hand and on the left hand side. Showing that the Lord controls both sides of the spectrum. There's the dual nature of the Lord Yahweh. You cannot escape the judgments of the Lord. He will send an evil angel on you. He will send a righteous angel to protect you. If you're doing wickedness, he will send an evil angel to destroy you. So it reads, it says, And the Lord, this is back in Isaiah, not Isaiah, 1 Kings 22, verse 20. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and the other said on that manner. They was holding a council in heaven. Even though they didn't have to hold a council, the Most High knew he was going to destroy Ahab. But the Lord is dramatic in how he moved it, how he do things. And it says, and there came forth a spirit, an evil spirit. It didn't say an angel, it said a spirit. And stood before the Lord Yahweh and said, I will persuade him. Verse 22, the point. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, wherewith?
And the Most High already know, but it's just playing out for our understanding. The Most High know how everything is going to happen before, but that's how the Lord moves.
Exactly. The Lord was just moving accordingly. Like you say, everything was already established. He was going to die, but the Lord is dramatic. He had to play things out on earth. It's the Most High, is the best chess player in the whole galaxy, the whole universe, the whole existence of life. And it says, and there came forth the Spirit and stood before the Lord Yahweh and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, the evil angel, that spirit that came before the Most High, I will go forth and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
So deceived all of them.
Now you got to understand something. A righteous angel is not going to be a deceiving spirit, a lying spirit going forth and putting in another man's mouth to deceive that person. No. The Lord set it up whereas that evil angel was going to come and deceive Ahab. Yeah, which is also righteous because the Lord is working the law, but on the left hand side to deceive that king so he can fall in Ramoth Gilead. And it says, and the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another on that manner. And there came forth the Spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth to be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail. Also, go forth and do so. So basically, the Lord was saying to the angel, listen, you're going to accomplish your mission, as I put in his mind, to go up to Ramoth Gilead already to go in that battle, even though he was obliged not to. But you're going to be that lying spirit in the mouth of the prophets that he trusts, which are false prophets. And you're going to believe in them, he's going to believe in them, and guess what? He's going to be deceived, he's going to go up and he's going to die in Ramoth Gilead. And that's what happened. And what happened to his wife, she got teared to death by dogs. The only thing that was left was her feet and her hands. And that's prophecy. That's judgment of the Lord, man. But I got another precept to back this up right here. This is Job chapter 12, verse 16. And it reads, I'm going to go up a little bit. It says, this is verse 13. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to verse 12. With the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days, and in length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength, he hath counsel and understanding. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. Somebody Yahweh, why Yahweh shall. He shutteth up a man, and there can be no opening. Behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up also. He sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. With him, this is the point, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
He chose both sides.
Amen. You cannot escape that. That's some scary shit for your ass. The deceived, who's deceiving the people, like these false prophets. I'm not going to mention certain names. You know, you got certain camps that call, they ain't saying no names, but they was saying that, oh, they dress poorly. They got, you know, they got bummy garments. But the prophets, the true prophets of the Lord, wore rough garments. They're not the prophet John the Baptist, yeah, cut wore a rough garment. All the prophets wore rough garments. And I'm saying that was truly a man of the Lord. Then you had some Israelites that was false prophets that wore false garments to deceive the people. But guess what? Those that have been deceived was deceived from the Most High Yahweh. Because he controls everything. He set up the false prophets.
We're not looking to like appease to so-called rich people or women or nobody. The only one we want to impress is Yahweh Shem Shot. So yeah, and they're just not the man's outward appearance. All right. So you looking at, that's worldly. Like, yo, the person look down at the person's feet and up, what they drive and what they have. No, that's some like a feminist shit. That's just my opinion.
I have another precept to back up what I'm saying about being deceived by the Most High. This is Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9. It says, "And if the prophet be deceived, when he have spoken a thing, I, the Lord Yahweh, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel."
Yeah, so the Lord, if you deceive, it was of the Most High, right? And He's going to destroy your ass, all right?
During the time of Jeremiah, you had a false prophet by the name of Hananiah that was speaking against what Jeremiah was telling the people to do when Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, was coming to besiege Jerusalem. They would say he's going to break the yoke off the neck of the Babylonians, or it could have been the Assyrians, but I think it was the Babylonians, you know. And Jeremiah prophesied that Hananiah was going to get put to death by the Most High. And guess what? At the end of the year, he got put to death. Yeah, bro.
I was going to say, if we were just judging according to men only, then King David would have never been king, because even based on appearance only, because even Samuel thought the king was going to be one of his brothers because they looked mightier. But that's when the Most High was saying, you know, he doesn't judge on outward appearance, man. So that just goes to show you the Most High is not dealing with, oh, you gotta, you know, look a certain type of way to be his servant. And to add on to that, you gotta remember, we're in captivity. We're living out our judgment. We're basically in prison. Prison ain't fun.
We in exile.
Right? It's not fun. So of course, we're not gonna be in a higher statue in the society. We're living out our judgment, so we're gonna be at the bottom.
So I guess we're not speaking the truth because we don't have a mega church, meaning a building. We represent the building, but we don't got an appearance of a building, a mega church, and have flashy shit on.
You got to understand the meaning of words. That word, church means called out. So here's the church right now. It's not no church built by hands of men. What kind of wickedness is going on in there? No. But 1 and 2 and 3 is in my name, they're the Most High's in the midst. What we paraphrasing that scripture?
Does money draw in true, sincere people? The money's not going to draw in someone that's sincere. You know what I mean? They just going to come around because you got on something flashy.
Right.
Come on, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just going to back up what the brother was saying. You know, pretty much everything is in control. Everything is already been played out. We're just living it what the Most High had written. This is Isaiah 46 and 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
Yeah, declaring the end from the beginning. So that shows Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai stands outside of time. They declared that from the beginning. Before they put your spirits on this planet, it's all declared of what's going to happen.
It says, it's just like, you go to watch a movie, or the movies even put together, they draw up a script, right? And they say, okay, this is how the movie's gonna play out. Then they get the set designs, put everything together, and then you have the movie. Now, I want to play devil's advocate. Oh, people improvise in movies. Well, who decides that improvise gets stayed in? The director, right? So the Most High has been directing, the script has been set up, you know, and we're just playing it out, you know? It says, my counsel, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
So the Most High going to do all his pleasure, all right? He's going to do all his pleasure. So it pleases the Most High to have good and evil, because good and evil is righteousness, is balance. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Can't have hot without cold.
Hey man, and the scriptures also mentioned again from the very beginning, right? So this is the book of Luke 1:70. It says, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Since the world began, all right? So the prophets was with the angels in your Hawashah building the universe, the multiverse, however they want to call it. The stars, the galaxies, the earth mainly. The earth, the sun.
I got some. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The things that had been, it is which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun. These spirits been here before, all right?
Yeah, hey, you know what too? So like my brother, read that same scripture, but instead of saying thing, say spirit.
Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that had...
No.
Oh, Slaki,
Take out
yeah.
the word thing and say spirit instead.
Ecclesiastes 1:9. The spirit that had been, it is the spirit which shall be, and the spirit which is done is the spirit which shall be done, and there is no new spirit under the sun.
There's no new spirit under the sun. And a lot of times that spirit come back in our lot they had before. Like these damn senators, they were the Roman senators. These gladiators, they're the modern day gladiators today. These wealthy jakes, they was wealthy then in Rome or whenever. There's nothing new. The scoffers, this treacherous ass niggas, badass kids that was back then getting stoned, they're here now.
Look, right? In the
And the
NLT,
prophets are here. Spirit of prophets and subjects of prophets.
in the NLT, it says history merely repeats itself. It has all been done before.
Yep.
Nothing under the sun is truly new.
Nothing.
But why is that? Why does history repeat itself? Because it's the same spirits coming back doing the same shit.
Yeah, like you got fucking man-made famines here and shit that happened, or orchestrated famines. They did that in Rome. Titus did it. The people that was around during the time of Augustus Gaius, they were doing it behind his back, creating artificial famines. All right, now they got the means to make actual famines now. But the Lord approved it, he let it rock.
Yeah, so famine doesn't have to be a lack of food, lack of access to food.
Yep, an artificial one.
Yeah, all you have to do is, create a strike. The mob used to do it all the time. Fuck with the bridges, stall everything up. You can create these things. You can create black swan events. You quoted this scripture, I'm going to read it. 1 Corinthians 14:32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
So the prophets are subject to the prophets. So you was a prophet in the past, you're ordained and the Lord gonna have it where you're gonna be a prophet in this time. All the generations on out. Alright? If you was someone that's slack and didn't want to continue to work, now you did it back then. Alright? If you was a scoffer back then, most likely you're a scoffer now.
Right, spirit of a scoffer, subject to a scoffer.
Got some. This is Hebrews 13, verse 8. Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the same yesterday, and today, and forever.
So the Lord don't change. Why y'all always going out there doing this and doing that? The Lord don't change, so the Lords don't change, all right? The Lords don't change, so they want a sentence to do evil or to eat whatever they want. The Lord stands. Just because you got grace or whatever does not permit you to go out and do whatever you want to do. That's if you slip up by accident. All right? It's not a pass for you. All right? And there are a lot of people say, the Lord don't change. A lot of men change. A lot of their words change, but the Lord stands true. He stands true to what he's gonna do. All right, yo, why y'all always go out? You can't take a day for yourself or whatever. Why to be a part? Why to be a part of the world? You people change. You think we're gonna stop doing what we do
that should
to
be
accommodate for
bro.
you?
That should be an excuse because they act like we out from the fucking Saturday sun up to Saturday sundown.
Yeah.
You can still do something before and after camp, right? They just saying that because they don't want to fucking go out there.
They don't want to go out there. You just gotta fucking manage your time. That stands for me too. You just gotta manage your time. Your time has to be just managed, right? Yeah. All you gotta do is manage your time, man.
Got something. Another one.
Yeah.
I got another one.
Got it.
Yeah, because when you think about it, man, you have people that be doing like damn near doubles back to back 2-3 times a week. But the Lord's only asking you for what? Like 3 hours, maybe 4. Once there's 34 hours out of 7 days according to Esau's calendar. But you have no problem going to work doing 16-hour shifts back to back 3-4 damn days in a row. This is Malachi 3 verse 6. For I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not.
So the Most High, Yahweh Shuni Awashai, do not change. They don't break, they don't bend.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, return unto me.
Not consumed. All right? And the elect are going to be protected.
So I can say something on that? Then why the fuck would the Lord love the nation? Why would he hate them and then all of a sudden, okay, now I love them now.
Yeah,
now I want them to be saved.
You saying that the Lord is double-minded? Huh?
He's confused.
That's just that, you know, look, man.
I think you gotta understand how kingdoms work, man. There's always gonna be rulers and there's always gonna be servants. In the kingdom of heaven, you can't have everybody fucking ruling. Alright? The nation that's gonna be ruling is the Israelites. And who's gonna be serving? 17 nations.
But
You got some people got favorite things. Like you might have a favorite shirt. I have a favorite hoodie. You know, I had since I kid you not, I had this hoodie probably for like 24 years. Yo, I saw my cousin when I was like, yo, you heard this for a long time. I know, this is my hood. I rock it a certain amount of time. I wash it in cold water, or however it is, and I put it up, and then I don't wear it no more. That's my hoodie. You know what I mean? I try to explain to this knucklehead, that's my shit. You know what I mean? I like it. I don't care if it's you got this new essential or whatever. What's it called, essential? Well, I like them shits too, but I like that hoodie. You know what I mean? I have to hide the motherfucker, yo.
Yeah, I got a shit from the 3rd grade, bro.
See what I mean?
I still got that shit. This is 2nd Ezra 5:42, going back into reincarnation. He says, and he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Yeah, so there's no slackness, all right? The Lord stands stern, man. He's not changing. You can't move him. He's stable.
Hey, but you mentioned his judgment is likened unto a ring. You haven't heard the truth.
It's constant. It don't change.
Well, they say, that saying, it all comes full circle, right? Like it all came back around. Same too with these spirits. They all come back around.
Yep.
You know, just going back to not changing the subject. We're gonna go back to the subject, but you got certain Israelite groups out there saying that certain Israelite camps they wear poor clothing. This is a rough garment. I don't have a glorious garment. This is a rough garment. This is a rough garment. The brother behind the camera has a rough garment on there. I don't have a spectacular garment.
Yeah, I asked a brother when he get a chance to make me one, don't make me a spectacular one. Make me something plain just like this again.
This
You
right
know
here,
what I mean?
this right here cost me $40. He charged me 20, but I gave him another 20 just for the effort of him making me the garment. You know what I mean? So hey, man, you know, it's not about having the most glorious garment, but not having 100% truth. It's about having 100% truth and having a rough garment on, not deceiving. Because you got certain Israelites that have a rough garment on to deceive.
Worry about your spiritual garment. That's the one you should be boasting. Well, you ain't supposed to boast about that either, but that's the one you should want. You should want. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
You should want to go into that spiritual garment, not a garment that's seen by men and looking like, oh, they got a glorious garment on. I like the way they camp is set up. All of them got glorious garments on, so I'm gonna follow them. But you're not getting 100% truth. You're getting 75% truth or 90% truth. But
Those all now match.
you want 100% truth, man. You know?
Yeah, no dilution.
Yeah. You know, because what's dilution of the scriptures? The MOTB is dealing with white women or an embargo.
Great doctrine.
Or,
You want to admit that?
or whatever madness you spewed out of your pothole.
Or dealing with white women? Well, how that don't make sense. And what if you don't know that woman that you don't know the woman you with is not an Edomite, if that's the case. You know, you also got the wheat and the tares, man. You know, you got people that look like Jakes and are not Jakes.
Well, at the time when that was being said, it was saying, look, don't marry these women because you could take on their philosophy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But look at the philosophy now of our own women. It's like, so they thinking bugged out shit. They go to the college system, they bugged out as well. So it's like, I don't see that whole shit. You can't deal with the white woman. And the white woman, hey man, if you ever dealt with a white woman, you know that's a good time.
I mean, because she's going to treat you nice. She's not going to buck up against you. She's going to smell good. Hair natural. You're going to smell her hair. I mean, and she's going to do her thing in the bed. You know what I mean?
Right. Now this is the book of Zephaniah 1:8. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
Strange apparel, man. Your wickedness, you in the different doctrines, man. You in the religions, man. When you supposed to be following Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you in all of this other madness that's going on. So you gonna have them strange garments on when the Lord returns, man. A lot of people gonna die with the strange garments on, man, and be woken up because of the strange garments to nuclear destruction. Nah, you didn't escape the destruction. You're gonna be beamed back down in that flesh, your flesh, and reanimated to be incinerated with fire.
And then when you go into the book of Nehemiah, in the book of the Apocrypha, you know, I mean, he was so frustrated with Israel because Jake was marrying these different strange women from the different other nations and not teaching their children of their heritage of being Israelites, but they were speaking and going on the language of the brothers, and they're taking on their customs. So Nehemiah got violent. He started smacking the shit up, beating the shit out of them, man, and he smacked them up and he put them in order, man. You know, and gave them some time. Listen, you got such time to get rid of your heathen women and their children, but their children was theirs though. You got some amount of time to get rid of your heathen women and come back to the fold. He gave them a particular time and they kind of got rid of the heathen women and brought back their children to the customs of Israel. But Jacob was going off tremendously marrying these heathen women, man. Whether it was Edomites, Japhethites, Moabites, Ammonites, Hamites, it was going off tremendously, man.
I was going to say, King Solomon is a perfect example of that, because in his old age, he started, going off building different idols for his other concubines, and then I got a scripture which proves that just going into that the Lord believes in favoritism. Okay, the Lord has favorites as well. This is second. This is second Ezra. This is chapter 5 and 24. It says, and of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of
that pit is our land, and that's in Jerusalem.
And of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
One lily. The lily is, so the flowers is the Lord's favorite.
Out of all the flowers, the lily.
The lily is the Lord. The flowers of the Lord. The lily is the Lord's favorite.
Out of one people, it's gonna take. Keep on, continue reading, bro.
Verse 25. And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river.
One river.
And of all the builded cities,
Yep.
The Jordan River, yeah, the Jordan, yeah.
and of all the builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself.
Zion, monument, the nation of Israel. What's the nation of Israel? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, which goes to show you the Lord believes in favoritism, man. See, the scriptures line up. The Lord changed not. The Lord has the favoritism. The Lord hates Esau. One of the reasons why a lot of these people don't understand the scriptures, they'll say that the Lord contradicts himself, because they'll say, oh, but one scripture says he prays for the whole world. But the other scripture says he prayed not for the world, he prays for them. So they was like, so they get all bugged out, not understanding the words of world going into the nation of Israel.
Because they don't look up words. When you understand, in order for you to understand these scriptures, the Most High has to give you that eye salve, and the Spirit has to be dealing with you. Like the Apostle Gabal always says, a car cannot run except it has an engine. And the engine, and the Holy Spirit is the engine of our faith that pushes us to bring out these scriptures, man. So if you don't have that engine, you just have a body, like a beautiful body of a car, and the car ain't got no engine, it ain't going nowhere. Like the Apostle Gabal always brings out. If you ain't got the Spirit on you, the Spirit of Yahweh, which is the Holy Spirit, the Comforter, you ain't going to break down and understand shit. You know? So you have to have the eye salve, that spiritual eye salve, and have the Holy Spirit dealing with you in order for you to understand these scriptures and break it down correctly. You know? And it is, you got certain groups out there saying that Russia's going to rule for a certain period of time, which is a bunch of madness, man.
Where is that in the scripture?
It ain't in the scriptures, man. He came out of that shit out of his ass. He pulled that shit out of his back pocket. You know what I mean?
They getting desperate, man.
Rule over what? Like the preacher man said, like the elder preacher man said, rule over what? Ashes?
They don't gather up rocks, because after this Third World War, there ain't gonna be no more guns, no more nuclear weapons. They're gonna all be used. All the weapons gonna be, no more planes and cars, man. All that's gonna be destroyed, man.
When New
It's
Jerusalem
all destroyed.
It's like when New Jerusalem come out of the heavens, out of them chariots, which was going to be the elect, the joint heirs with Yahweh Shah, the aristocrats, those that fit the rule with Yahweh Shah. When the men come down with them spiritual bodies, I'll be right desire, we off that ilk, we off that elect. We can have spiritual bodies, we can have spiritual power. We ain't going to be, they're going to buck up. But after a certain amount of time, like the Apostle Tahar said, they're going to be like, you know, we getting fucked up. We can't deal with these people. They got powers beyond our beliefs, so we just going to bow down to them and serve them. Pre-eventually, they would, you know, have mercy on us. The other nations, they're all going into slavery. And after 1,000 years, the Lord Yahweh is going to turn back their captivity. Meaning you're going to get your land back. You're going to be put in your land. You're going to be governed under Israel, under the Lord's statutes and commandments. You're going to pay tribute to Yahweh while Yahweh Shai and the men under him, King David and the men under him. But you're going to have their land. The only nation,
They're going to love it.
yeah, the only nation that's not going to get any, that's going to show any inkling of
Mercy.
is Esau and Edom. But you did a whole lot of shit going back to the Greeks. Even before that, going back to when the Babylonians, and going back to Cain. But when you're going to get deeper, going back to the Babylonians, when the Babylonians was taking over Israel, what you was doing? Killing Jake and helping them, man.
And you was a bounty hunter for them.
When you go deeper, it goes to Cain and Abel.
And he will let us pass when we got out of Egypt.
Yeah. So it's you got a lot of history you got to deal with, man.
Scriptures in Ezekiel 35, 5th chapter, talks about perpetual hatred.
Yeah.
It's been going back for a very long time.
Eons, man.
All the way back in the garden. This is Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So the Lord only, the Most High and the Lord only known the nation of Israel of all the families of the earth. So that means we're being punished because we were disobedient. And we was punished in front of, in the sight of the whole world. That's why. Some people, when you was young, you got your ass whooped and you got put on punishment for a length of time until your parent or your guardian, whoever your parent was, determined
it was enough.
It was enough. That's the same thing right now, what's going on. See, the thing is, when we was in the world, I know some of us, especially me, I was like, yo, there's a hex on me. Why the fuck shit keep going wrong for me? And then, with the Lord have me see the videos and whatever, because I used to say, I was like, yo, some fucking hex on me, yo. I used to tell my family, like, yo, you bugging. They call me Otto. He's like, yo, Otto, you wild. And I'm like, all right. So then the Lord had me, I stumbled across, it was men of Jacob back then. And then it was mentioned apostles. See, I saw the Israelites when I was younger, but the Lord had it where I didn't run across anything, anyone. Like I was young. I was at Wahoy, downtown, and I was like 8 or 9.
Yeah, same, bro. I used to see them on Fordham.
See.
So you didn't understand what it was about. You was like, what the hell is that, right?
So when I saw the videos and I saw the men of Jacob, and then they mentioned the apostles, which was elders back then. And then I was watching the videos, and then I started coming out, and they was mentioning the curses and everything.
And
it made sense. I was like, yeah. I was like, all right. What about these sources that's in the air? I was calling flying sources. I'm like, yo, because I'm like, yo, people getting clipped for bringing information about it. Then they broke that down. That's it.
And then years ago, I heard the Apostle Tahar said that, can demons be in them champions? The answer is yes. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
They're part of the Most High's, they're on the left-hand side of the Most High. They can't ride chariots? They don't have chariots?
Yeah. They can't shoot them up. They could probably not say, motherfucker, they shoot make it so lightning storm
my thing is this right here. These people that were saying they was with abducted and all that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
But I do know that the spiritual entities on the left-hand side can ride in chariots.
Yeah. And destroy structures, and it looked like man-made. It looked like so-called Mother Nature did it. Yeah. Them chariots probably shot lightning down on the area.
One angel of the Lord could destroy millions of people.
Yes.
Right. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you all your iniquities.
That's why we're being punished for winning these captivities, and we at the bottom right now. Because we were punished. We understand.
And the Lord gave us...
And it's a blessing we understand, because the scriptures is our comfort. A lot of people don't understand that they was punished by the Most High, and they have nothing to turn to, so they go to drugs. They hide, they go to drugs to hide from the problem. You know what I mean? Not knowing they created the goddamn problem. Yeah. A lot of distraction.
That shit is fake, bro. Look fake, bro. That shit is crazy.
I still would, though.
That shit is crazy. It's fake, bro. Yeah.
This is the book of This is Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his words unto Jacob, his statute and his judgments unto Israel.
So his words, his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in his statutes, his laws, commandments, and order unto Israel. Who is Israel? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Yasha Allah. He is a prince of the power. You got it.
Sorry, brother. That's how come it's so important. Like that was saying when we had this large camp, brothers are visiting. Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. And that's the key to staying into it. So Assad with this whole thing, you know what? The Lord does hate the nations. No, he doesn't, but mainly he still hates Esau. It's just complicated things, bro. If you bring that in, then the whole, like the foundation of the scriptures that we came in, it just starts to contradict. You saw that video of that dude in the Olympics? The dude from Turkey that shot his hand in his pocket. You saw that shit?
Oh yeah, him, yeah.
In his pocket like that. Everybody else had all this fucking high-tech shit on. This covering this, and it looked like some shit out of a special forces movie. Nigga came in with a shirt on, one hand in his pocket, boom, hit it right in the target. The point is, he just kept it simple, and he still hit the target. So you don't have to be this deep individual, man. You know, this truth is very simple. Only for Israel. Other nations can't make it. They're gonna go into slavery. Don't complicate things. Yeah. Good more. 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't dealt with no other nation, man. He ain't deal with these other nations, man. These other nations are dead. They don't have the law, statutes, and commandments, man, and giving the law or lively, man. They're dead. They're spiritually dead. They're dead. They don't got no flavor, no salt of the earth, man.
It says, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
So his judgments they have not known them. All right. So they're gonna they're not punished like we're punished, but soon they're going into captivity. So they had a
the nations were created just for our sake. You know, the women are our playthings. Men are gonna be our slaves, and you know, have them do such and such. It was just created for us to have. You know,
when you go into Baruch, the 4th chapter, it tells you how the nations was rejoicing over our downfall and was praising the Most High, saying that he finally did what he said he was going to do to the nation of Israel for their wickedness. But the same way they rejoice over our downfall is the same way they're going to see us rising up like they see us now, and fear going to come upon them.
Look at them. Look. We're at the bottom as a nation as a whole, and they still envy us and want to be like us.
So the Lord said that was going to happen, that he going to raise up his men, and the nations, the same way they saw us and rejoice over our downfall, they're going to be in fear of us being raised back up. And it's happening now, man.
They need everything from us, man. They come to the neighborhood. They love our food. You know what I mean? I saw an Edomite couple roll up on my uncle's barbecue a few years ago. He made them them chickens on a thing, and then he had the beer. He had the beer with the beer in it, like he did the thing with the beer.
With the beer in it. Okay, like a whole chicken stuffed with the beer.
It's how they tell them.
What they'll do is they'll have like the whole chicken, right? They'll season it, and then they'll do it to it like they'll open any kind of beer and put it in it and cook it, because it's the flavor that the beer like gives off when it like soaks in the meat.
Put beer into seafood. I see people put beer in seafood.
Y'all never asked them how to do it.
It give you that beer taste, like you see people in the South. What they would do was, and I seen my parents do that when I was growing up. I'm saying with the shrimp and the lobster, they would take beer, mainly Budweiser, and pour it in the water, and then boil it with the water. You know what I'm saying? And put the lobsters and the crabs in it, or the shrimps, and they would get that beer taste.
Like you even. I like when brothers around. Y'all can explain it better than I can. I just seen this shit there, and I didn't ask questions.
Some of these nations can throw down though. Yeah. There's gonna be some Korean fried chicken.
Like you even have sometimes people will cook with wine. Like I remember. Yeah, see, it's the same concept with the beer. It's just they cook in a different way.
Cooking wine.
Yeah. You know one thing I'm saying, look, some of these nations can throw down, but the thing with Jake is when Jake cook, there's no recipe book. All in the spirit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When these nations cook, tablespoon of salt, 45 minutes, they can't do none of that shit.
Just be dumping it. That's it.
That's it. You're right, bro.
That's how I know Bobby plays.
I used to put water.
He's totally a Jake,
when I put my rice in, I put the water. I just stick my finger
That's how you measure it, yeah.
Go to the cooking channel and watch Bobby
Now, I don't
Flay.
stick my finger in it because
You know
I know
Bobby
people
Flay?
got to eat.
I never
If
heard
I'm
of
eating by myself, I do
It
it.
is
You
good.
know Bobby,
Bobby Flay, I know Bobby Flay,
You
yeah.
like an Edomite, red hair, whatever.
Yeah, Jake, bro.
Yeah, Jake. Watch him cooking how he talk.
He be like, bam!
He just throw shit and just like that. And I was like, well, he did this shit. I'm like, oh, that's Israel. But the other nations,
Jake be doing that.
it's like quarter teaspoons and all that type of shit.
I went off. I'm in the belly of a pickle.
Right. They have the fucking timer. They put a little temperature timer in the meat and shit.
Yo.
Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? It's
You
just-
gotta know, but you gotta go in the spirit.
Jake just know. Jake
You
just
gotta know when shit is done. When you see shit falling off the bone, you know you gotta take that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? If I got a chicken, I'm cooking the chicken, I'm roasting the chicken, and I see that when I open up the oven and I go to check it, and I check the leg, and the bone come out of the leg,
It's ready.
that shit is done.
It's ready.
That's Jake. We do a lot of
That
things.
shit is done, man.
We do a lot of things in the spirit. That's why we're just so naturally good at things. You know, you don't tell a Jake how to dance and shit. You just, a little baby just hearing the music is just moving.
Just start
Yeah.
moving.
That
It's
whole
the rhythm.
flavor, that salt is in our spirit. It's the book of Deuteronomy 7-6. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy
Holy,
power.
truth and righteous.
right.
Truth and righteous.
Separate.
Separate.
That's what holy sanctified means. Separate. It says, and that's what you were going into, favoritism.
Yeah.
It says, the Lord Yahweh thy power has chosen thee to be a special people.
Chosen to be a special people. That's why the world hates us.
A special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Upon all people upon the face of the earth. That's why the Lord have it, where a lot of us have integrity to where our people, or we're in the slums, and we make do with what we have.
That's
I
right.
remember the old saying, like you always say, we penny pinch.
Yeah.
And we could take whatever we have and make a meal out of it. You know what I mean?
Better than everybody, man. You know what?
Yeah.
Just watch that. All you gotta do is watch the Olympics, right? Watch the Olympics and take away countries and look at the people that's doing everything. All
It's Jakes.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
You know,
fucking Jakes.
I saw, check it out. Now, this is back in the days. I saw when, Jake be struggling and shit, you know what I mean? My aunt, I was at her house. My mom's and my father with the picnic big. So they had us. And even though my mom's gave her money to take care of us, they was going to be gone for a week or so. But I see what she did. She took the noodles that be in the bag, like the oriental noodles that be in the bag, and she took some chicken, some onions, and some garlic, and cut it up, you know what I'm saying, with some celery, and made a soup out of that shit. So it was like we had soup with noodles, you know what I mean? Chicken with noodles.
Sometimes they might cut up some potatoes. And
Yeah,
make
it was
sauce
potatoes in it, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that shit
Slam
was banging, you know what I mean? But it was a cheap meal. It didn't cost us shit, you know what I'm saying? Probably like $10, if that, you know what I mean?
Like what I did was, I remember y'all to tell you, I took some kielbasa sausage, I ain't gonna talk too much. The beef ones, chopped them up, got some tomatoes, onions,
Got pizza.
or whatever, and stewed that shit up in there.
That's
It was
just
tomatoes,
banging, right?
onions, and then I had some, I ain't gonna front, I had some rice. You know what I mean?
To
The
go on top of
parboiled
that shit,
rice.
yeah.
You know?
They
You
go
know
on
what I
top
mean?
of that shit,
yeah.
man. And that shit is a meal, bro.
Yeah, that
That
shit
shit
was
is a meal,
slamming.
bro. It's a meal, bro.
I got something.
Especially if you ain't got it like that.
This is Psalms 89. I'm gonna start from verse 30. It says, if his children forsake my law and walk not in my judgments, if they break my statutes and keep not my commandments, it says, then will I visit their transgression with the rod and their iniquity with stripes.
So we're gonna be punished, beaten into slavery and jacked up, because we went off multiple times, man.
Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 15th verse, goes to you got the Deuteronomy, the whole chapter. The first 1 to 15 is going into the blessed, and you serve the Lord in truth and sincerity. But the 15th to the last chapter, the last verse, is going into the curses. So you got to understand that. We are the curses. And Jake is so bent on getting out of the curse, they will sell their spirit. You can't sell your spirit because they don't belong to you. They will sell their soul.
Compromise.
They will compromise themselves and do all kind of fucked up shit in the society just so they can have riches.
Verse 33, it says, nevertheless, my loving kindness will I not utterly take from him, nor suffer the faithfulness to fail. Verse 34.
That's right. The elect is going to be preserved.
That's right.
It says, my covenant will I not break.
Covenant, that's a contract. The Lord did not break it with us. The Lord don't change. He keeps his word.
It says, nor alters the thing that had gone out of my lips.
Utter a thing that say alter, right?
Yeah.
Alter like corrupt something that go out of his mouth. No, the Lord is true. The Lord is a power of his word, man.
It says, once I have sworn by my holiness, that I would not lie unto David, his seed shall endure forever, and his throne
seed forever and forever. Seed, our lineage.
It says his seed shall endure forever, and his throne as the sun before me.
So King David never lose his spot. He made Moses and King David the same promise. So that shows they the same. Because he made them both the same promise. You know what I mean? That shows that King David is King Marshall, Moses.
That's right.
All right?
And Peter.
Yep. See?
And Zerubbabel.
See? But I say the names I can remember. But I'm not sharp like other brothers.
I'm losing my memory, but
see, I knew that. I just forgot. I knew that.
You right, and Jacob. I
knew that. Right. Yeah, I knew that. But
same spirit's coming back, man.
What? Abel,
I didn't know.
Get out. Wait, Slot, forgive me if I'm wrong. I gotta go back and check that. Scratch that.
We don't really get caught up in that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, you don't have to know that to be saved. That's just a spiritual thing,
You can receive it, you receive it. You can't receive it, oh well.
Nobody told me that King David was Jacob. I was doing a show with a brother, so locked off. We both looked at each other and was like, yo, we're one and the same. And then we just confirmed it. So some of these things are just,
Educar, draw, educate. You knew it already.
Well, the scriptures do tell us too that the Most High is going to put us in remembrance of former things.
That's right.
It's also our nationality. You don't know that we're Israelites. And sometimes the Most High might give us a particular gem, like, hey, that's that brother.
Well, I don't know in the spirit who I was in the ancient world. Or my previous life. All I know is I'm Yahweh and I'm doing the truth.
So
I'm in the truth and I'm doing the work.
Forgive me for saying Abel.
As long as you're an Israelite,
if I'm wrong,
it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, no, you can be an Israelite and be a part of the 2/3. In the elect Israelite, that's slated to be delivered. As long as I know that I'm in this truth now, my name is Yahweh, and I'm in the truth. I'm in Great Millstone under the apostles, and I'm doing the work. I don't give a hell. I don't give a damn who I was in the previous life.
We don't care who we were and what tribe we was. As long as we one of the 12 tribes, we don't care, because we done came here in multiple tribes. That doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Well, hopefully we are part of the elect, man.
That's what that's all that matters is that I'm a part of the elect, and I'm doing the work right now in this lifetime, and just gave up everything that meant something to me in this society, which really wasn't nothing, but I gave up everything in this society to serve the Lord. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah? So that's what counts. That's what counts. Am I going to receive a reward? Lord willing. But it was promised us to receive a reward, but if I'm going to receive that reward, Lord willing, I'm a part of the elect, I very will receive that reward. But until then, I'm going to keep on doing the work, Lord willing. Because, hey man, the times we live in, 2nd Ezra is 5:1, a lot of people are going to be taking it in a great number. And we know that the way of truth is hidden. It's hidden to the 2/3 and the rest of the nations, but to the elect of Israel, the truth is there, man. In plain sight. But 2nd Ezra 5:1 goes to, as concerning the tokens, the signs that's being brought forth right now, you got upwards of the people in Venezuela, Brazil, England. Upwards, you got wars over in Ukraine. You got war over in Gaza Strip, genocide. You got all kind of shit happening, man. Upwards of the people protesting in the United States that's not being put forth on the front in the media, and you know, what's the theme of the day? The presidential reality show with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, which everybody's caught up in. And this November is going to be a spicy month, man, because you got the good old boys waiting to jump off a civil war. Yeah. And then you got the people that's back to Kamala Harris. Hey, they thinking the same thing. So this year, the end of this year is going to be a spicy year, man. The end of 2024 is going to be spicy. Going into 2025 is going to be spicy.
Every time I hear the good old boys, I think of Dukes of Hazzard.
Just the good old boys.
They had the Confederate shit on their car.
On their car, right? Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Used to hear that shit, bro. I used to watch that shit growing up. Dukes of Hazzard, man.
Yeah.
Daisy Dukes, the chick with the Daisy Dukes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's me in love with her, man. That's me in love. I was young, though. I was young. You got to eat them with Daisy Dukes on, showing her butt cheeks and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And back in the early 80s, mid 80s,
I like that old school Wonder Woman with the forehead.
That was that kind of forbidden. Then you got Wonder Woman, Linda Blair. She was doing this. Linda Blair. Linda Carter. She was the same way, man, with the little suit on, showing her little cheeks and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was in love with her too. And Linda Carter is a Latino woman. She's an Israelite woman. You know?
I know you watched Dukes of Hazzard too.
Yeah, I should watch that shit when I was a kid, man. Come on, we from the same era, brother. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Yeah. Dukes of Hazzard. I should watch what's the other show with the dude riding the truck with the gorilla?
Oh, I forgot the name of that.
TJ Hook and the Best Band Bear, some shit like that. I should watch that shit. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so you know our people the salt of the earth, man. Got flavor.
Yeah.
And the Lord punish us, but he gonna deliver us, man. And all Israel gonna be in the kingdom, man. After
I got a precept.
the destruction.
I got a precept.
The elect gonna come back.
I got a precept going on. Right, what you saying, man?
Their lot was everyone has their lot.
Slated to make it, you're slated to make it. If you're slated for destruction,
Slated for destruction.
well, I don't know. I'm sorry, brother. I'm just gonna bring this out real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have brought this out. I don't think I heard it, but this is the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 7.
Bring it
It
out.
says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh
So
for."
you got a lot of Israelites, man, that's searching for the truth and lost in their madness. But the elect have obtained it. You know, a lot of people search their whole life to find a meaning of life. We got it. We know what the meaning of life is. We're supposed to serve the Most High. We have a purpose. That's our primary purpose, our top priority, and then everything else you check off the list.
That's right.
You get me?
I get you. It says, "But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
Rest were blinded.
By
It was
who?
up in these churches. They was blinded by the Most High.
go.
The Most High controls both sides. So you almost got me for a minute.
And to
But
back you up, Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9 goes to say how they was blinded by the Lord and how long they're going to be blinded till the Most High crack the skies.
Spiritual eyes, fellas.
yeah, they was blinded by the light. They blinded by the Most High. Blinded by the light.
You got more? I got a precept. This
I got something after you,
this,
too.
I got this precept on why we waiting on the Lord and why we are, doing what we doing, and we just, bearing everything that come at us. You know what I mean? Because guess what? This is Micah chapter 7, verse 7. Therefore I will look unto the Lord Yahweh. I will wait for the power of my salvation. My God will hear me.
That's right. So we waiting upon the Lord, and the Lord hears us. We say our prayers, man, and we have faith that the Lord is gonna hear us
right.
and deliver on His promise.
This is verse 8. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy.
Yeah, our enemies take over, rejoice over us, man. The Lord gonna deal with them.
Right now, they rejoicing over us being in a low state.
Yeah.
Esau, Edom, the rest of the nation, and our own people. He says, rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall rise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord Yahweh shall be a light unto me.
Yep, and the light, the lamp. The
It's
Lord
truth,
is a
man.
lamp. It's truth, man. Guys, because the world is in darkness. And when you're in a dark area, that the light, I don't know what you brothers was mentioning when you're traveling out of town in different states, it'll be pitch black. Even certain parts of Long Island out there, I heard.
Yeah, no lights.
It's a reflector thing.
You gotta put
like
your
the
high beamers
Hamptons
on.
or whatever.
Yeah.
When you're traveling at night, going out of state on interstate, on Interstate 95, you gotta have your high beams on because you ain't gonna be able to see like that.
Even if you're just driving like upstate.
Yeah, I remember going
in
up
New
to
York,
Albany,
no
going up to Schenectady.
lights.
No light.
That's on the highway.
Right.
So a little more. It says, verse 9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against him.
All right, so we got to bear this righteous anger. The Lord's righteous anger.
We sinned against him. It says,
We sinned against him.
because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause by bringing deliverance and death and destruction.
Yeah, and the Lord pleads to the Most High for us, man.
It says, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light.
Plead cause, because the Lord going to plead with all flesh with fire.
That's right. He's going to bring us to the light, which is this truth. It says, and shall behold, it said, and I shall behold his righteousness. Verse 10, then she, that is my enemy,
You see,
shall
and
see
we
it.
already know the nigga woman, and then certain tribal women, but the nigga woman, all the tribes follow her, yo. She likes to spokesperson for other women, man, because she the head, so she's just out of order, yo. And don't give them a position of power on the workforce. Oh man. And I hope my phone didn't pocket down. And sometimes my phone pockets down supervisors when I be talking shit about them.
sometimes
They
you just
still
gotta-
fuck with me, yo. That's crazy.
So it says, this is a little more, this is the last verse. Then she that is my, this is Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which
Cover her,
said unto me, where is the Lord thy power?
Yeah, you doing all this. What are you getting for it? What are you prospering? You don't have nothing. All of that, she gonna see. The ones that go get
Yeah, no, you got some guys that will fall out. It's true for a woman, man.
Horrible.
You're gonna have to take that destruction as well.
foolishness because
Or guard your mind for a woman. Man, I ain't doing that, man. Listen.
because she could switch up any second. Anything she could accuse. Oh, you work too much. Oh, this, that. You out there doing the work too much.
What men don't understand is when you bend to a woman, it only makes her less attractive to you.
Exactly. When you all right, you see a woman, she's toxic, and she's toxic, and you see that she's toxic. She's a broken woman. First of all, she's a broken woman. She's toxic. You with her. She's pretty. She got a nice body. You trying to deal with it. But the more you put up with her fucking bullshit, her narcissistic behavior, the more she's going to look at you and be bored and be turned off against you, because no man in their right mind is going to put up with no woman shit like that. And they know it, but they put you through the test, put you through the ringer, and if you go do that bullshit, guess what? They're going to conquer you and move on to the next man and try to do the same thing to the next man. Why do you think when they can't do that to a man, when a man put them in their place right away, they like mystified by that man. They cling to that man. They kind of fold and bow down to that man because they can't break that man. They're trying to break you. Once they see that they can't break you, they'll try other means of getting under your skin. Once they see that, you be like, listen, you keep doing this, be over with. It's over between me and you. And she can love you, but she's trying, her mindset is, she's trying to conquer you. She's trying to break you. And once she break you, she lose respect for you and she move on to the next man. If a woman cheat on you,
she complete Grand Theft Auto.
If a woman cheats on you, when you with her, she don't respect you. That's why she would step out and let another man enter to her womb.
That's crazy.
Because she do not respect you, first and foremost. So you have a woman that cheated on you, your best bet is to let her go.
Don't go back.
Don't go back. Don't, because now she don't respect you, But when she cheat on you, take her back, she's definitely not going to respect you. She's going to treat you
bad.
worse than what she ever treated you. She's going to push you through the ringer. So it's best thing, listen, you can love a woman, she cheated on you, count that as a loss and move on, man. Because and you want to be considered, because she going to look, oh, this nigga's a simp. This nigga's a punk ass nigga. I got him. And then she going to treat you the way she want to treat you.
Gotcha.
So your best bet is, if you get caught cheating on a woman, or we find a woman cheating on you and she find out, let her go. Because she only going to bide her, if you get caught cheating on her, she's going to bide her time, and she's going to wait until she finds the right person, and she's going to cheat on you back.
You can't have two masters. Women can't do it. They can't love two men.
That's right.
They're going to be loving one and fucking the other, or some kind of shit. They can't truly love and respect two men at the same time.
So if a woman step out on you, and it's been written, even women came out and said this. If a woman cheat on you, that means she have no respect for you, because it's different between a man cheating and a woman cheating. A man can cheat and still love his woman and go back to her and treat her like nothing ever happened. But if a woman cheat, it's emotions involved. A man is trying to get his shit off.
Yeah, that's it.
So if a man cheat, he busts some cheeks, he still love his woman. His emotions is toward his woman. But if a woman cheat, her emotions is on a roller coaster ride, and she's gonna go with the man that treating her nice in the bed.
Men very rarely end relationships.
Women would.
End relationships. Even if you so-called cheat on your woman with a bad bitch, a man's still not gonna break up his family and none of that shit. He's gonna go right back to his woman, man.
A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, but a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness. Because women are selfish.
I got something.
Bring it up.
This is Proverbs 3, verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gains thereof than fine gold.
You got to go to the 4th chapter, the 7th verse. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all that get understanding. That's the principal thing, understanding about us, man. Getting the wisdom and getting the understanding of this wisdom that we obtain, man. You know?
It says, she is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
Because the understanding of the scriptures, it gives you life. It quickens you. Like the Apostle Gabar did a show called The Quick and the Dead, breaking down what that truly means. This truth quickens you. But the 2/3, they're part of the congregation of the dead.
Yeah, but the truth makes you alive.
But the truth quickens you. That word quicken means to make alive. So you got to read that in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Because that backs that scripture up. You brought that up, you know what I'm saying? You got to get an understanding of the stand about us, man. What you involved with, man. You got to understand what you're involved with and cling to it, man.
Proverbs 3.
Like it tells you in the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. When you come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation and constantly endure and cling unto the Lord, man. Yeah, bro.
Proverbs 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
That's right. You want to break it up? Wisdom is the principal thing in life. This wisdom is this truth. Therefore, when you're getting wisdom, you got to get an understanding of the wisdom that you're obtaining, man. Because that's why you got to look up words and go into the Greek and go into the Hebrew in order for you to understand these scriptures. Because you don't understand this, because you don't go into the Greek and go into the etymology of words and go into the Hebrew, you're not going to understand this truth, man. That's why you got to dig deep.
It says, exalt her, and she shall promote thee.
Exalt her.
It's like, wisdom is like a woman. You exalt her, she's going to exalt you.
It says, she shall bring thee honor when thou dost embrace her. It says, she shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall be a crown of glory shall she deliver unto thee.
That's right. That's right. That crown of glory is being delivered when all hell break loose. When Yahushua cracked them skies, that crown of glory is when Yahushua, those that make it, that's a part of the elect, when Yahushua comes back, that man of tall stature, putting crowns on different men's head, man. that stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah,
break,
man?
didn't bend.
That
Those
they-
are a lot of men gonna break and bend when the hour of temptation comes, man.
And that hour of temptation,
my kids, my moms, my girl, my job. I need a roof over my head. I can't starve. I need this medicine.
and the Apostle always say that, you know,
But they're gonna put me to death.
well, we may be homeless. We gonna,
Yeah.
it's gonna come a time where we may be homeless, sleeping in your car, or sleeping in the streets, because you don't take them. If the only way you're gonna be homeless, if the only way you won't be homeless, if you take that MOTB. If you don't take it, you're gonna be homeless, because you're gonna be cut off from society. And the World Health Organization that do Charles, who was named Schwab, always saying that we're going to a digital age, whereas Klaus Schwab saying that we're going to a digital age, whereas people that don't accept this digital age, they're going to be alienated from society. But that's needed. You're going to be underground.
They show you, I believe it's in the movie called The Fifth Element, where like when they show you how society is, you have the people that are part of the system, they dwell on top, and then you have the ones that rebel. They basically live like at the bottom. That's like that.
Also, it shows you that in Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep. And with the one with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Yep.
They show you that, see, it's called predictive programming. They put things in their movies, but it goes over everybody's head because they're looking for entertainment. But those who have the spiritual eyesight will see do that, you know? And they be like, okay, oh wow. That's why the apostles always reference movies, man. Because they put things in their movies. Like that, The Lord Kiss Goodnight with the World Trade Center, you know what I'm saying? Before the shit, in 1996, I think that movie came out.
Charlie Baltimore.
Watch that movie with
Gina Davis.
Gina
right?
Davis.
Remember before 2020 they had the movie Contagion?
Yeah, but watch that movie. Have you ever seen that movie, Lord Kiss Goodnight, with Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson? Watch that movie. They spoke about the World Trade Center being taken down in 1996. Also, that movie with this dude, Fight Club. With this dude, Brad Pitt. They talk about World War Z and the coming down to the towers, man. They put shit in their movies before it happened. Then when it happened, it's called predictive programming.
Yeah.
You know?
So when Yahweh Shah come and crack the skies, they've been taught from movies, oh, that's aliens, and we got to fight against them, and so people are already going to be ready to do that.
That's why 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, the first verse and down, comes into effect, because they're going to be like, oh, we being invaded by outside forces, not knowing that that's our Lord and Savior. Even Jake that's in the military is going to fight against our Lord and Savior, man.
And you know what's crazy too that you mention it? A lot of times when they have those movies where the alien comes down, it's broadcasted on like every TV network. Even in the Superman movie when Zod came, it was broadcast on every TV in every language because he wanted to know like, yo, I'm here.
Well, the first movie, back in the 80s, when he was fighting against Superman, he was fighting against the two men and the lady that came down with superpowers.
Yeah.
General Zod,
The General Zod, yeah, that's in the 80s, yeah. Come on, man. It was broadcast, like you said, throughout the whole four corners of the earth. The whole world was zoomed in on that right there, special event. So what about now? With social media?
And that's similar to how when Yahweh Shah comes back, when he says, all eyes shall see him. So, yeah.
Things is getting up. You know, it's getting late. You know, so let me see. Yeah. It's getting late, so we're about to close out. But the point's been made. We break out all kind of scriptures. I'll be watching how you came out there on the YouTube land. It's edified. You know, whether it's Bishop you listening to us on Odyssey, wherever the case may be, man. I hope you was edified, man. Because, hey, man, we're living in some heavy times.
Our salvation is close, brothers. Salvation is very
Real close.
Romans 13:11 says, our salvation.
Most of them nearer now than the one we once believed. I'm
Far,
saying it the wrong way.
pretty much far closer than we, Let me close out with that thing. So Romans 13:11 says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
And be in a spiritual slumber. Right? Now see what's going on. Don't get trapped.
You got to measure the times.
Right. So For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
It's nearer than when we believe, because the prophets of old prophesied of many kingdoms of war, evil and pestilence throughout the generations. We knew this when we was here in the lifespans we've been here. It was already within us. Educate, educar, but drove from within. So we knew this
to draw out, yeah.
So now the Lord put it back in our remembrance. All right?
Hey man, so we're not in the time of mirth, we're not in the time of hot girl summer or the culture of death dealing with that drill music. You see what happened to the drill rappers a couple of days ago. NYPD zoomed in and took down two groups of drill rappers, gang members in the Bronx. It was all over social media, it was all over the news.
That shit kind of low-key getting played out. For all the niggas that got dead and locked up was insane.
Yeah.
They did all that shit, that music is played out.
That drill music is played out, and they're going into a new chapter in that wicked-ass black culture of theirs, man. Because drill music is, nobody really listen to them, because everybody found out that shit is about ops and killing this person, killing that person, committing adultery. There's nothing to get out of that. But it's brainwash you to commit adultery, to kill, to sell drugs, to watch out for your ops. Who the hell want to keep on listening to that shit, man? That shit is being played out, man.
You want to live your life always looking over your shoulder? What kind of fucking life is that, bro?
You can't walk shit with your mom because somebody gonna try to kill your parents. The parents might ain't with you. You got Jakes that's bugged out right now. They totally on a demonic vibration with that drill music. That drill music is totally demonic.
You got this new nigga now out in Florida, Boss Man D-Lo. All he rapping about is just getting money. And they brought him from New York, and then the nigga from New York was trying to put him on some drill shit. Oh, he's gonna go play that drill shit. So Jake is kind of like, nigga, I'm not about that, man. I'm about making money now. So
it's about making money. And
but how's Jake gonna make the money? Of course, illegally. So they're gonna go from one wickedness.
See that drill music, hot potato. It became popular. Right. See, no Colombian records. None of them. The companies picked up and signed those drill rappers. They became popular through social media. That's how drill rap became popular, through social media. Not by Sony Records or Colombian Records or Def Jam Records signing them to a contract where you got to do 3 or 4 albums. Nah, they became famous and they got their money through monetizing their videos on social media. But when we put up a video bringing out the truth, they take our videos out, but they keep that madness up there. And it's monetized.
They're only going to sign you to destroy your people, because they have contracts with prisons, for example,
Yeah.
So I won't be surprised they have contracts with funeral homes. They put it's life insurance.
I used to say that I made it as a joke in the world.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. So if the message is destroying our people, then yeah, we'll sign you. We'll give you a deal, which is just nothing more than a loan you never will pay back.
We own your masters. We own everything about you. So when you die, we gonna make more money off your ass, man.
Yep.
So you got more?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we're gonna close it up.
So with that, we'd like to give all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles, our bishops, and honors to I can push this truth out in sincerity. All right, week in and week out. Shalom.
Shalom.